Good morning. Welcome back to the Red Mic. Happy Wednesday. Glad you're here. These Red Mic messages are leadership and life lessons I've picked up for 25 years as a public servant, 16 years as a youth football coach and scouting volunteer, and 10 years as a mediocre athlete with far more heart than actual physical ability. Today's Red Mic message: do it anyway. um, you've heard me mention Boz Lerman before and his wear sunscreen thing, the message to the graduating class. One of the lines in there is, "Do something every day that scares you." Well, I don't know that I do something every day that scares me, but I did something last night that scared me. Um, Something I'd not done since 1988. Yes, back in the 1900s, to you young people, if any young people are actually watching this. Something I've not done since 1988. I actually auditioned for a stage play, Little Shop of Horrors. Yeah, feed me Seymour. Yeah. Um, yes, I am going after the role of Audrey 2. It's a fun part, big voice, lot of attitude, and thankfully no dancing because, well, I still move like the offensive lineman that I used to be. Oh my goodness. Um, if my musical theater kid had been there, uh, I can't imagine they would have been too proud of me. But yeah, 1988, I played Judd in Oklahoma. That was the last full stage production that I auditioned for and got cast. I've done some stage stuff since then, but it didn't require really a rehearsal or auditions or any of that. So now I've done a ton of karaoke. You may have seen some of my karaoke online. Frank, Bobby Darin, Barry White, um, and I have a lot of fun with it. But walking into an audition room, um, well, I'll be honest, I was scared. In fact, I almost called in to cancel my audition time. I was worried about, well, I'm still worried about hitting some of the higher notes of Audrey too, but I figured, if I get it, we'll ride around it. Um, eh, the high end of my register is something that's best as a seasoning, not the entire dish. We'll just leave it at that. Um, but I gave it my best shot, and I think I probably held my own. Am I going to get cast? Who knows? A lot of talent in those rooms, and I was just part of a group in 1 hour of several hours of auditions. So every time I do something that scares me, even a little bit, it usually makes me think about my dad. When Dad was in the Air Force, he was stationed at Plattsburgh Air Force Base, which isn't even an Air Force base anymore. We were, to steal a line from Hank Hill, we were not in North New York. We were in South Canada. uh, in fact, my eye doctor was actually in Canada. That's how close to Canada we were. Um, in addition to being a security police, he was a one of the lower end sergeants. Forgive me, I don't remember the exact rank that he was or what the next ranks up were in the sergeant area. I'm not even saying that right. But he was the base's kicker and punter for their football team. He never missed an extra point. Every kickoff was a touchback. He was Mr. Reliable. And when his time at Plattsburgh, he was drafted. When his time at Plattsburgh was coming to an end, he was actually offered a move to Germany. They wanted him to play on uh, their base team there and basically go all over Europe playing other base teams, and he would have been an SP while he was there, and they would have advanced him another rank or two in the sergeant world. security sergeant by day and kicker by weekend, so to speak. Mom said no. She put her foot down. And I really regret this. It would have been great to have grown up with uh, continental experience and probably learning German, maybe getting transferred about throughout the European theater, but um, she did not like the military life. She told Dad, if you want to do it, go for it, but I'm going back to Texas. So that's what we did. Now, here's the payoff pitch on the whole doing something that scares you thing. In 1978, related to his kicking experience, Dad tried out for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, back then, the Cowboys, a lot of teams in the NFL would hold open tryouts. You may have seen the movie Invincible, talking about Vince Papale, who'd gone to a tryout just like that with the Philadelphia Eagles, but they actually hired him. Um, Dad did great in the tryout. His kicks were great. His extra points were always solid. His punts were good. He was Mr. Reliable. Um, but it was just PR for the Cowboys. They never signed anybody who walked in off the street. At least, I don't think they did. I never remember hearing about that if they did. It wasn't about building the roster for them, it was about headlines and good press. But still, the lesson I picked up from it was Dad went. He showed up. He put himself on the line. He knew the odds and he kicked anyway. And I've always kept that in the back of my head. I mean, that was the summer before fourth grade, and I watched all of it. And again, the lesson that I carried on, that I still hold on to, if you try, you might not win. You might not be chosen. But if you don't try, you never will. You're never going to win. You have to try. Another Lyle Lovett song popped in my head. What kind of person would you be if you didn't even try? You have to try. So, business lesson, auditions, job interviews, hard conversations, big risks. You don't have to dance like a Broadway star. Just step in the room. Do something that scares you. Because if you're in that room, that's where you have a chance to shine. Thanks, Dad. You've been gone almost 2 years. I miss you every day. So, again, if you try, you might not win, but if you don't try, you'll never win. So get in the room. Scare yourself. Do it anyway. And that's today's Red Mike message. I hope you found it interesting. I hope you found it helpful. If you saw my cryptic tease last night and it concerned you, I'm sorry about that. I should have been more clear that it wasn't anything, dangerous. But yeah, I did something that scared me, and I'm glad I did, regardless of whether I get cast or not. It was a lot of fun. So take that with you for what it's worth. I appreciate you for being here. I'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks as always. I love you guys. And don't forget, life is short. Drink the bourbon.